So I had a problem. My 1.25 inch sump pump line came up out of the ground right at the beginning of my sidewalk. You can see here in these pictures, it was a muddy mess last May, and it exited right there at the corner. So I decided to do something about it.
All right, you know me, always got to have a project. Beautiful sunny day. So I decided to get outside and fix this problem where my sump pump was draining onto, gonna pop up right here at the edge of the curb, or at the edge of the sidewalk, draining straight down the sidewalk and keeping the sidewalk completely flooded where that brown spot is. Just a complete puddle all the time right here. It's nasty, neighbors hate it, I'm sure. So, the idea is to research on YouTube, find a way to tunnel under the sidewalk, make a quarter turn to the left, come over a little bit, quarter turn back to the right, and then drill through the curb right about there. We're underway, we'll see. All right, so we're about to get started. Try this little hydraulic drilling under the sidewalk. Hopefully it's a success. We shall see. Here we go. Take two. All right, folks, so after more digging, made a discovery that I think is pretty cool. So we got a new plan. There's the old terracotta right below the white pipe that I managed to trim off, that I'll have to dig out some more to find a piece to attach to. There is the end that goes under the sidewalk here. And then if you go to the other side of the sidewalk, we can see that pipe is buried right there. So the idea is to just pop right through that old terracotta, use that as a little bit of a conduit for my new PVC. Got to run back to work. We'll get back at it, see how it works out. Well, it started to get dark on me, had to work, so I went ahead and jumped on it, but I'm through. That is one extension, the whole rod. Bust through the other side, had this torpedo head on it. It didn't go straight down the pipe. It must have busted through the pipe on the side. But anyway, we're through. So I'm gonna pull this out and see what we got. All right, what a beautiful day to work between conference calls. There's the finished product. I think I'm gonna test it out before I bury it finally and make sure there's no leaks. And then we will turn the corner. Phase 2, drill through the curb. All right, so here's where we are now. The original trench is already filled back in, as you can see, and the stub coming out. This is the route we're gonna take to try to get the exit pipe out to the street. And the reason for offsetting it is because we don't want to go over this low part of the curb and have the concrete collapse on us. So we're gonna go on a higher part of the curb where people won't be driving over it, hopefully. Here we go. All right, about a half hour digging. And we got a little trench that leads all the way out to the curb. Should work nice. Next deal, drill that hole. All right, baby. We ready to do some plumbing and some drilling. Plumbing and some drilling. See right there, there's the curb wall we're gonna go through, bust out to the street. lay the pipe in there, make sure I know exactly where we're gonna go, and get to it. Okay, so we're all set up on our core drill, the Bosch hammer drill, rented from Lowe's. Got it all set up. Got my hole started here. I'll put a timer on, see how long this thing takes. Here we go. Boy, this thing is powerful. I'm gonna give you a little taste here. It goes right through. There it is. I think we popping through. Woo! Success! Well, I tell you what, you get the right tool for the job, you can knock the thing out. Nice, clean hole. See my pipe on the other end. We in business. All right. Plumbing is in place. We're looking pretty good. We're all lined up. It's got one last piece, connect the pipe that's gonna exit through the curb. Here we go. Well, there we go. The plumbing is kind of the easy part, and it's done. Hole is a little bit bigger than I needed, but I wanted to have some room to play with in case it didn't line up. So it's all good. That'll stay still once the dirt's in there. Recess just a bit to make sure no cars hit it, clip it, do whatever. And then inside, you can see everything all lined up. I'm pretty happy with it. Last thing to do, put all this dirt back in the hole and lay the side back on top. Grow some grass this spring. All right, here we go. We're ready for backfill. Backfill this hole, make sure the pipe is nice and supported, and we should be good to go. Right, we are done. One thing I wanted to hit on before I move on is this little tool that I made to try to get through with water. Basically, all this is a 1-inch PVC pipe with a cap with 4 screws drilled through it. And you can see it, there are 2 water holes, so the water builds up in the pipe, comes squirting out there. It was actually pretty good. It was getting through there pretty decent until I hit something hard, which I think was a terracotta pipe that's buried under the sidewalk. So we went with that bullet mole. Bullet mole just blasted on through there, blasted through the terracotta sideways, and kept on going. So here's the work site. It's super early spring. In fact, it's not even spring yet, but so this should grow back very nicely. I'll get a broom and sweep up. But that is the deal, and hopefully this flooded sidewalk will be no more. Dry sidewalk. And here's the finished product. Get a little more fill dirt there. This is looking pretty good. We'll plant some grass seed. Be able to grow some good grass here in the spring. There's our little hole popping on out. Safe and secure. Love it.